Okay, so now we're going to talk about using images some more, because we just did our awesome base your question, your answers on this image question, but we also have this new feature. So I'm going to add a new question to my form. Still rocking on my same form, so I'm going to add a question. And you see this multiple choice. You see this little image guy. So you also have the ability to have the options be images. And you could even do like a matching, question image thing happening. So let's check and see. And a checkbox question. Okay, perfect. So you could also do it with a checkbox question as well. So what are the things that could be coming from here? So what I have going on, and this is awesome, could work for math, which is the equation, uploading an image, which is, which of these represents this atom, this structure drawing. You have a lot of options when you can upload images here. So I have this map open here, and I'm gonna block out some things and have students have to select the pieces of the Columbian Exchange that are going to be going back to Europe. So this is just one idea that I have. So I'm going to snap a picture of this, and then I'm going to block out some stuff. So I'm going to use Nimbus again, and I'm going to do a selected area, and I just want to grab my little exchange guy here. And so I'm going to do this, and I'm going to have check, and then, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to edit. My bad. And I'm going to do it a couple of times, because I'm actually going to just snap the pictures of the pieces of the exchange that would be going back. So I'm going to edit. And I want to block out some of the pieces here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a shape, and I'm just going to put it over the top of some of these things. So I'm going to cover up potatoes. And you see how it doesn't have a fill? I'm going to give it a fill. And I'm just going to give it like white. All right. And I'm going to slide my little transparency guy over. I'm going to make this line the same. I'm just going to make the line go away. Okay, so I just took out potatoes from the exchange. Nope, yep. So I took out potatoes, and I'm going to actually copy this and make another one. Oops. Whoop. I'm making all kinds of crazy happening here. And I'm going to cover up, I don't know, pumpkin, I guess. Or whatever, whatever the key features are. Tobacco would probably be a good one. You see what's happening? I'm getting crazy here. So because I'm on my shape tool, every time I click, it's making a new one for me. So you want to make sure that you have one, oh my gosh, one selected. Okay, so you want to hover and then drag. So I'm going to do tobacco because that's a big one. And I'm going to do this as like a checkbox question, like check some of the things that came. And then, once I get my hover guys again, I'm going to do squash. That's a good one. I love avocado. And then vanilla. I'm drawing another one, so I'm going to hit Control-C and hover over, and I'm going to do vanilla. And so I'm just blocking out these things. And then maybe you want to do the same thing with what's coming over. In this case, I'm doing what's going back, right? So now I'm going to hit done, and I'm going to save this image. So save as image. And I'm just gonna drop it in my downloads. You could drop it wherever you need it to go. And I'm just gonna stick it in my downloads. So once everything loads here, downloads, and I'm just gonna name this Columbian Exchange. Save. Okay, and so then I'm gonna actually come back and I'm just gonna actually crop out some of these because I wanna like, I want students to select the images of the things that are gonna go back. So I'm gonna snap this again. And I'm gonna snap out a potato. And I'm just gonna click on save this time. I'm gonna do the same thing. So you can put it wherever you wanna put it. I'm just gonna stick it in my downloads for right now. I'm just gonna upload. I just wanna show you how you can use images for the question and for the upload, or for the choices. There's, a lot of possibilities where students could be selecting, select the graph that represents this, all of the same. So, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to keep going. And then potatoes, like, it's so huge because you see that like blurred image. So I did tobacco. I'm going to hit escape because I screwed up on my snap. Selected area. I just want to go a little bit wider so I get the whole tobacco in there. Snap it. And then again, same thing. Save it. You get the idea of this. Boop. I mean, I guess you could do this as a text question, but I just want to show you the images. I mean, in this particular example, it doesn't necessarily mean that I need the images, but still nice to be able to show you how it works. So I'm going to come up here now. I'm just going to X this out. So here's the question. I'm going to upload my image as my question. I'm going to upload from my downloads. Upload from my downloads. Grab. Okay, there's my pair. A couple of those saved as weird images. Okay, so, and then here's my question. And you see, like, so we added an image before. This one is based on, like, that we did an image as a whole section over here. And then said, base your question or your answers to the following 3 questions on this image. This is different. This is an image. I clicked on the image here as a question. So I can say below is an image of the Columbian Exchange. Select all of the goods going from, oh shoot, I should have blocked out grapes and stuff, from North America to Europe. Spelled right. So obviously I'd have this blocked out here and these blocked out so that they didn't choose them, but I'm just going to roll with it right now. All right, so option 1, and then I'm just going to grab the images that I saved instead. So I'll choose an image to upload. I just wanted to show you how this works, and then I also want to show you the, I don't know, I already said this, the multiple choice or the checkbox grading portion. Okay, so potatoes, open. And so now option 1 is potato. And then if I just click in here, I don't need an option, and then I can just hit enter, and then I can do image. And so my images are tiny, right? Because I was capturing them from there, but you know, if you have graphs or you have other things to use, very cool ways of doing it. So you get the idea. I'm just gonna put in a couple of those as like slower than death. Tobacco. Tobacco looks weird. Let's see what's happening with tobacco. No, it looks good. Add option, image, choose an image. So we've got pears. So this one's not right. And then I'm going to add another option. Downloads. Vanilla. Okay, so now once this goes in, okay, so I've got my options, and then I'm going to go ahead and do my answer key. And so this is worth however many points I want it to be. So I'm going to say this is worth 1, 2, 3 points if they know that 3 out of the 4 things. So if I say this is worth 3 points, then they can get partial credit for knowing 2 out of the 3. Okay? So then if I go ahead and preview this question, so let's preview. I just want to show you how that looks. Again, so remember I took off that thing, so I say, Jackie, again, you should take your test it out, you know, do your thing. I'm going to ace this one. Oh, this is missing like the details about Christopher Columbus. I should probably add that in there, because the question was like Christopher Columbus was, and then blanks. So I just guessed on these. We'll just guess again. Christopher Columbus's. I think I did those the opposite before. Anyway, okay. So now, oh, we could have given them a name too. So now we have this image below, blah, blah, blah. It's worth 3 points. So I can say potato, tobacco, and vanilla. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do vanilla. I want to show you 2 out of 3. And I hit submit. And then it'll say, great job. And then remember we had that form thing because I was just showing you that. So that just keeps showing up. So now if I come back as a teacher, so now I get 2 responses, and you'll see here's Jackie again. This one's not released. Remember, this one we already released because I got my grade. So if I click on Jackie, I got 1 point here. I got 1 point here. I have to score it. I should get 1 point here. I should get 1 point here because I match. And then down here, these are right. And then, boss. And here I get 1, 2. You see? So I've got 1, 2, and there's no correct answer. So we probably should have put answer feedback in for this, because we didn't say what each one was correct. So we say 2 points save. Let's go back to the questions again. So now I bossed this. Let's go back to the questions. Let's scroll down. Edit question. So when you do these and then answer key, I should have done this. vanilla. So those are the correct answers. And those for checkboxes you can do. So again, the only ones that you can't get like answer keys for those short answers, the paragraphs. So I should have done these because it would have graded me automatically, should have graded me automatically 2 out of the 3. So let's take it one more time, and I just want to show you again. So I forgot to check those. I'm going to take it again. And this is good for you guys and me to go back and forth. It's good for you to see it going back and forth a couple of times. And just there's no wrong way to take your quiz, to play around. You're not going to hurt it. I'm going to say C. I think I was right though before. It doesn't matter. And then, so now I'm just going to do these 2 and not this one. And now it should grade me automatically. So the first time I had to award myself points for that. So let's go back up to responses. You see that it's ticking up our responses every time. And so I remembered I was still on the individual. So if I come back to the summary, and I have a summary now, and it's adding here. Frequently missed questions. Do you see this? Below is an image of the Columbian Exchange. I get 0 points. Let's see what's going on here. So if I go into my peeps, this is me, and it's going in order first to most recently submitted. So if we go to this guy, this Jackie, I should probably be changing my name each time, and I scroll down. Points, so give a point, give a point, give a point. Wrong. Look, it tells me the correct answer. Wrong. And then down here, correct answers 1, 2, and 4. And so here I got 1, 2 right. Do you see that? It's giving me the green check marks, but not 4. So I should get 2. And then you hit save. Okay. So I forgot to check those that first time through. So that's one way of doing the image options. And oops, sorry. And I just exited out. I meant to just go back to the questions. One way of doing images in there. I want to show you this add-on. I know you're like, this is great. I'm ready to just kind of like build some stuff. But I want to show you this cool add-on where you can actually put in equations. I'm trying to cater a little bit to our math science people here. Some equations and drawings of your own right within here if you wanted to. I mean, you could draw them and just upload them. But there's this add-on called GMath for Forms. So these here, this puzzle piece, these are add-ons that I have installed. To get an add-on, it's under the 3 dots over here. So under these 3 dots, you get all of this. You can make a copy of the form, trash it, get a pre-filled link. A link would be where you have like answers already put in there and so forth. You can add collaborators. You can get crazy and add a script, or you could just browse other people's and do add-ons. And if you come in here and you search for math, you'll see it comes up here first for me, but it didn't last time. So if I search for math, you'd get an option to add here, a blue button, and then you'd install it. And then once you install an add-on, they show up over here. Okay, so if I open up, so I'm going to come down here, I'm going to add a question. And you see what happened? My question dumped in all the way at the top of my form because I wasn't down. So I'm going to grab and I'm scrolling with it all the way to the bottom. So I want to dump it at the bottom of my form. So here's my question. So if I want to add an image for my question, I'm going to actually go ahead and run this add-on, GMath for Forms. So GMath for Forms allows you to create a math expression. You could create a graph right from within it, and it opens up, with a question title, help text. And then you would enter the function that you wanted to be graphed. I know this is like super mathematical right now. And then you would say insert, and then it would insert that graph as a question. And you could give it, actually it looks like it's inserting it as an image above the question, so it added one for us. And then it's going to run and go in. But while that's running, I just want to show you this. When you click on this GMath for Forms, it's not going to open because it's running. It does seem a little clunky, so if I refresh, watch, it'll just come in there. It'll be there. Nope, still thinking. So it also lets you do, I don't know if you saw it when I ran it the first time, but it also lets you do a, there you go. So there's my image graph right in there. And then I can, so put it in as a section. So I have this question here because I created one and dragged it down. So I'm going to delete that one. And then it puts it in so you could say like base, you know, your answer, same as we did before, and then answer for But if I come back up here and I come back to GMath for Forms, do you see this create a handwriting entry? This is kind of fun. Like you could put in a picture of, you know, your own graph, or I was just drawing. So you can like, I'm on my touchscreen Chromebook, you know, I was drawing like a atomic structure and then, you know, put it into the, or whatever, you know, draw a chemical equation or whatever, and then put it actually into the form as a question. So it does have this handwriting entry form piece here that's kind of fun, and then it'll dump it in again, and then you can ask questions underneath it. So I did just want to show you that fun add-on. So the images are awesome. You're able to put some graphs in, not just with the GMath, but graphs, equations, political cartoons. You can do a lot with the image feature of Forms. So I'm going to refresh just so I wanted you to see my little terrible drawing that I just made go into the form. And then it's going to come in again. There you go. So there you see it. Voila. Pretty cool. Okay, so images. That's most of the stuff. So now we're going to get into kind of like routing, and then some fancy stuff. So cool.